I had to start recording because my commentary of how beautiful I looked was just amazing. It was gold. I hadn't seen myself on camera until just now, and it was just like, wow. Okay, so let's get this adjusted and fabulous. Okay. So now, hi, hello, and how are you guys? I am Mila James, and this is my first ever YouTube video. So this is gonna be an introduction video. I'm gonna talk about myself, my passions, what the goal of this channel right here is gonna be, and where we're going with it, you know? First, I wanna get into the vibe, get into the fantasy. Now that is nice. Let me have a sip of my coffee. It's delightful. Okay, so I wrote down some things because this is my first video and I do not want to get sidetracked or confused. So, first I want to tell you beautiful people a little bit about myself. Here's the tea. Let me get really close so I can whisper this. I'm a trans woman. Just kidding. I'm a trans woman from Dallas, Texas. Not from Dallas, Texas, but I moved here around 5 or so years ago. And I will tell you all about that in a second because that is a story in itself. So I'm 24 years old. I have a lot of passions, but I haven't figured out my one thing that I'm gonna do forever, you know, that's stamped into my life and into my it's hard to think about what you want to do forever, girl. It's hard. And I was living La Vida Loca these past few years. So about a year ago, I got a job. But before that, I had been philandering, up to no good, running around in the streets, sugar babying, thotting and bopping, working, but not working, doing the things that us dainty, beautiful girls should not be doing. That's what she was doing. So I'm having to kind of get back into the groove of finding a job, dealing with dysmorphia and dysphoria in the workplace, because that is real. You don't just go in to work in pants one day and then show up in a dress the next and everything feels fine. That's just not how it happens. I mean, I wish, but that's not how it happens. And yeah. Let me get back to the notes because I'm getting sidetracked. I forgot really what I was talking about, but we're gonna consult it. Oh, so back to me. I am a Gemini and I'm 24 years old. So to some that's old, to some that is a youngin'. I mean, whatever. To me, it feels like I've lived about 3 lifetimes at this point. With the life I lived and the life I've chosen to live and the life that I didn't choose to live, that I was just given. I've had a pretty crazy and a fast-paced lifestyle, and I don't think I minded it. I think honestly, it kind of definitely shaped me and gave me a little bit of oomph that I wouldn't have had I had a boring, cookie cutter basic life, you know? So now let's talk about the things I have tried to do with my life. So I have tried to be a singer. That didn't really work out for me. So I started singing when I was young, and my dream was to be on American Idol and to win American Idol. And I would just practice singing, and I would practice singing, and I would practice singing, and I love singing. And it definitely is still a passion I have, for sure, 100%. But I will say, so it's like once you transition, a lot of things in your life change. And one of the things that you wish would change that does not is your voice. I mean, unless you get a vocal surgery or go to voice therapy, either or of those options. Unless you do those things, there's no real option to raise your voice. So as far as singing, when I sing now, I feel like I sound like my old gender. I feel like I hear this like bass buzz in my ear. Throws me off, isn't my thing anymore. And actually I did get that childhood dream of doing American Idol, and I did make it to, I don't want to say Hollywood, but they did have me fly out to Hollywood and audition in front of Katy Perry and Lionel Richie and who else? The country guy, don't know his name. He was irrelevant because he snickered at me because he couldn't take it. I was looking better than his woman, and he was pressed, and I said, stay blessed. So I auditioned for them. I sang The Circle of Life. Awkward choice. I don't know how I felt about that one. Take Me to Church and Stay With Me by Sam Smith. Looking back, I don't know what I was going through or thinking when I made those song choices, but I made those choices and I'm sticking to them because that's what you do. You make choices and you stick by them. So that's what I did. I did get told no by, so I think I got told no by all three, but the third one, Lionel Richie, was very, very nice and sweet with his no. It almost felt like no, they were all no's, but it was a very sweet no. It was a very, very sweet no. But yeah, your girl got the boot. And I found out, like, I mean, maybe singing isn't everything in the world on American Idol because, I mean, I'm not in contract, so I guess I could spill tea, but I don't want to make the whole video about them. But maybe I'll talk about it in another video. It wasn't what you see on TV, and it was not what I expected.